Have you ever asked yourself about the influential women who significantly influenced past? Welcome to Chapter 10, Introduction, A Question of Influence. Here, we delve into the undeniable impact of women on the timeline of existence. We will navigate the halls of history, focusing on 10 monumental women. Their tales, embedded in the tapestry of our collective history, stretch across diverse domains and eras, from the granules of ancient Egypt to the research hubs of the 20th century. Embark with us on a voyage through time, highlighting 10 women who etched their names in the chronicles of history. Scene 9, Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, begins. A captivating heroine was not merely a sovereign, she was a political tactician and a magnetic leader. Her tenure, although turbulent, was signified by her political savvy and her profound sway over Rome. A product of the Ptolemaic dynasty, Cleopatra was well-versed in politics, philosophy, and languages, which made her one of the rare members of her dynasty proficient in Egyptian. Her intelligence, along with her charisma, made her an imposing ruler. She established partnerships, two of Rome's most influential leaders, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, utilizing her influence to safeguard Egypt's interests and preserve its sovereignty. Her existence, filled with political stratagems and romantic complications, has been a consistent source of relentless fascination. Shakespeare eternalized her in his drama Antony and Cleopatra, and she continues to be a prevalent figure in contemporary culture. Cleopatra, a woman of allure and craftiness, left a lasting imprint on the global stage. Chapter 8, Joan of Arc, the Maiden of Orleans. Originating from the humble village of Domremy, France, Joan was no more than a common peasant girl, yet was destined for greatness. From a young age, she claimed to hear voices, which she interpreted as divine directives, commanding her to rescue France from its adversaries during the 100 Years' War. Her steadfast belief, combined with audacious declaration of being God's chosen, thrust her into the limelight. She spearheaded the French army to numerous significant victories, including the renowned Siege of Orleans, hence earning her the epithet the Maiden of Orleans. Nonetheless, her path was fraught with challenges. Seized by the English, she faced trial for heresy and was executed by burning at the stake at a mere 19 years of age. However, her tale beyond her demise. Almost 5 centuries post her death, the Catholic Church acknowledged her sacrifice and bestowed sainthood upon her. Joan of Arc, a beacon of courage and faith, continues to motivate countless individuals. 7. Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. We are now immersing ourselves in the 16th century, a time of cultural renaissance marked by the rule of a woman of exceptional strength and wit, Queen Elizabeth I. Her reign was not dominated by brute force, but by diplomacy and tact. Skillfully maneuvering through the turbulent waters of domestic and international politics, she masterfully managed relationships with other European powers, maintaining stability in her homeland. Despite the numerous threats to her throne, her firm leadership stood unshakable. The Virgin Queen, as she was known, made a conscious choice not to marry, dedicating her life entirely to her kingdom. England, under her reign, metamorphosed from a small island nation to a global power, laying the foundation for its future as a formidable empire. All hail Queen Elizabeth I, an epitome of wisdom and strength who changed the course of England's destiny. Chapter 6, Catherine the Great, the Enlightened Empress. Our journey takes us next to Russia, under the rule of this impressive ruler. Known for her vibrant reign of almost 34 years, Catherine was a woman of immense vision, determination, and intellect. She implemented a series of impactful reforms in administration, law, and education, propelling Russia into a new era of enlightenment. Catherine was a shrewd politician and a patron of arts, fostering cultural growth and intellectual discourse. Her reign saw Russia expand its territory significantly, gaining prominence as a major European power. Despite the challenges she faced, her enlightened views on governance and society set a new precedent, demonstrating the potential of enlightened absolutism. She left behind a legacy that continues to echo through the corridors of time. Her reign marked a golden era for Russia, setting the stage for its emergence as a global superpower. The Enlightened Empress, a woman of vision and determination, transformed Russia into a major European power. Let's move on to Scene 5, Florence Nightingale, the Lady with the Lamp. In the heart of Victorian England, a woman of privilege chose a path less trodden. Florence Nightingale, a name synonymous with nursing, embarked on a mission to revolutionize healthcare. Her journey found its pivotal moment during the Crimean War, where she led a team of nurses to tend to wounded soldiers. Amidst the chaos and suffering, she emerged as a beacon of hope and faith, earning her the affectionate nickname, the Lady with the Lamp. Her nightly rounds, lamp in hand, became a symbol of unwavering dedication and deep compassion, yet her influence reached far beyond the battlefield. Florence, a staunch advocate for sanitary living conditions, pioneering the concept of modern nursing. She introduced rigorous hygiene practices and statistical analysis in hospitals, leading to a significant reduction in mortality rates. Her steadfast commitment to enhancing medical care has left an indelible imprint on the healthcare field as we understand it today. Florence Nightingale, a beacon of compassion and innovation, truly revolutionized healthcare. 4. Marie Curie, the pioneer of radioactivity. We begin this chapter in the dawn of the 20th century with the extraordinary Marie Curie coming into focus. Originating from Poland, Curie relocated to Paris, where she pioneered seminal research in the sphere of radioactivity. In fact, she was responsible for introducing the term itself. Her groundbreaking identification of radium and polonium, both vital weapons in the war against cancer, led to her receiving not one but 2 Nobel Prizes. One in physics, which she shared with her husband Pierre, and the other in which she claimed independently. In the midst of World War I, Curie wasn't one to back away from the front lines. She masterminded portable radiography units, known colloquially as little Curies, and that provided X-ray services to field hospitals, drastically enhancing surgical success rates. In spite of the numerous barriers she faced as a woman in a predominantly male field, Curie's fortitude remained unshakable. She was the first woman to receive a Nobel Prize and remains the only individual to have won in 2 distinct scientific fields. Marie Curie, a woman of determination and brilliance, successfully shattered the glass ceiling in the realm of science. 3. Rosa Parks, the mother of civil rights movement. In an era of segregation and discrimination, a simple act of defiance by this remarkable woman became a catalyst for monumental change. Rosa Parks, an African-American seamstress in Montgomery, Alabama, challenged the status quo by refusing to surrender her bus seat to a white man, a moment that ignited the civil rights movement in the United States. Her quiet strength was a beacon of resistance against the oppressive Jim Crow laws. Her unwavering resolve in the face of adversity made her a symbol of the struggle for racial equality. Her civil disobedience led to the Montgomery bus boycott, a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement that would ultimately lead to the dismantling of racial segregation in public transportation. Her action showed the world that change can be sparked by a single act, by a single person. Rosa Parks, a woman of quiet strength and dignity, sparked a movement that changed America. 2. Malala Yousafzai, the voice of education for all. We commence this chapter in the 21st century with the courageous Malala Yousafzai. Born in the Swat Valley of Pakistan, Malala faced severe challenges in her early years as the Taliban tried to prevent girls from obtaining an education. Unyielding, she stood defiant, advocating fervently for every girl's right to education. Her bravery made waves. In 2012, a Taliban gunman attacked her, an act of violence that sent shockwaves around the world but failed to mute her. Surviving this abominable assault, Malala came back stronger, turning into a universal symbol of peaceful defiance. In 2014, barely 17, she became the youngest Peace Prize laureate. Her persistence and unyielding spirit have sparked inspiration in millions across the globe. Today, she continues the fight. Her voice resounding beyond borders, advocating for girls' education, Malala Yousafzai, a symbol of hope and resolve, carries on her battle for every girl's right to education. 1. Conclusion: the power of women. From Cleopatra to Malala, these legendary figures have shaped our history in profound ways. They have governed empires, spearheaded movements, initiated scientific discoveries, and promoted education. Cleopatra, Egypt's last pharaoh, left an indelible mark on history with her astute political savvy. Joan of Arc, the Maiden of Orleans, guided France to victory in the 100 Years' War with her extraordinary bravery and determination. Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, directed England into a golden era by deftly maneuvering treacherous political currents. Catherine the Great, the Enlightened Empress, ushered Russia into a period of cultural and political growth. becoming one of its longest-serving female leaders. Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, revolutionized nursing with her relentless dedication and empathy. Marie Curie, the pioneer of radioactivity, made pioneering contributions to science, becoming the first female Nobel laureate. Rosa Parks, the mother of the civil rights movement, defied racial segregation, triggering a nationwide equality movement. And Malala Yousafzai, the voice of education for all, unabatedly advocates for girls' educational rights despite threats to her life. These women from diverse periods and backgrounds are bound by their bravery, resolve, and influence. They defied the norm, stood up for their convictions, and laid the groundwork for others. Their tales serve as a testament to the potential of women to transform the world, one stride at a time.